Welcome to the first installment of the Conference Daily Online Video Report, brought to you on the eve of AASA's first ever all-virtual national conference on education. The theme of this year's conference, Social and Emotional Learning for the Total Child. Our coverage begins with AASA's Jacqueline Hyman.
This was just a year ago in San Diego.
Which the National Superintendent of the year graduated.
Fast forward to today, and the 2021 edition of the AASA National Conference on Education is available at your desk. When superintendents and other school district leaders log on to the all-virtual event, they'll have more than 50 sessions to choose from, 14 featured speakers to learn from, and plenty of networking ed chats and live stream feeds to take away best practices. The virtual platform also allows for digital messaging among attendees.
We have an opportunity to reimagine education. If we go back to doing things the way we used to do them, shame on us. This is an opportunity to reimagine education and to move forward 20 years in the future in terms of how we deliver education. And the ideas, the strategies, and the folks that can help you do that will be at this conference.
One of my beliefs as an educator is if you want to learn and grow, you go where the smart people are. And this year, the smart people are going to be virtually attending NCE. And so I want to be there. I want to be among the smartest people there are across our country, because that's the way we all grow and learn together.
I hope to experience workshops that are focusing on the mental health of our students and our staff members, because it is something that we grapple with every day.
When I go to a conference, I think of three things that I want to do is I want to learn something new, I want to thrive and help other people thrive, and I want to be challenged with some new thinking. So, thinking, learning, and thriving are the three things that I look for when I go to a conference, and I expect nothing less from this conference.
Keynote speakers include Priscilla Chan of the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, George Couros, an international leader in innovation, and Linda Darling-Hammond of the Stanford Graduate School of Education. Among our signature events, the naming of the 2021 National Superintendent of the Year, as well as the Women in School Leadership Awards. Meanwhile, the recipients of the 2021 Dr. Effie H. Jones Humanitarian Award will be honored along with a number of AASA Leadership Network cohort graduates. In addition, AASA will host the ever-popular Social Media Lounge for the 7th straight year.
With so many children needing social and emotional attention, it's only fitting that AASA's national conference is themed to address this critical issue. Registration is open throughout the event, and content will be available throughout the year. To register for the conference, access the URL right there on your screen.
Dan Dominick, Executive Director of AASA, joins us. Dan, can you provide for us a glimpse of the welcoming remarks you'll deliver on day one of the conference?
Thank you, Jimmy. Absolutely. One of the things I want to do is to show our appreciation to our school superintendents who have done such a tremendous job during this pandemic in dealing with the many, many issues of bringing our children back into school in person, the remote learning situation, the inequities that we see have existed with the millions of children that even today still do not have the technology or internet access at home. But superintendents have done a great job in terms of feeding the youngsters, in terms of making sure that the environment is safe and secure for them when they do come in, as well as other staff members. So I really do want to express our thanks and our gratitude for our superintendents being what they are, champions for children and public education.
Thank you, Dan. It's never a national conference on education without the advocacy and policy team's hefty lineup of activities. Sasha Podelsky is standing by to tell us all about it.
Thanks, Jimmy. Our first session is with acting FCC chair and longtime AASA friend Jessica Rosenworcel, who's been a champion for digital equity for kids throughout her decade-long tenure at the FCC. We also have two sessions focused on school segregation. The first features Richard Rothstein, one of the boldest and most heralded scholars on the subject. The other is with Chana Joffe-Walt, a radio journalist and producer whose podcast, Nice White Parents, exploded in popularity this summer for its view that white parents are the biggest impediment to school desegregation. We couldn't help but do a session with Emily Oster, a renowned health economist from Brown University who's partnered with AASA in the development of a COVID-19 database for districts, and she'll share her analysis of this data. And finally, we have a can't miss panel of education journalists from the New York Times, Washington Post, and Education Week, who will give you their take on what's happening in federal education policy these days and their predictions for the Biden administration and new Congress. We hope you join us.
Thank you, Sasha. Really looking forward to it. Elsewhere around the conference, in addition to all of the thought-provoking sessions, we encourage you to drop by the online exhibit hall open Thursday and Friday. Suppliers showcase products and technology your schools need the most. Back with a final comment after this.
Every year, I look forward to attending AASA's National Conference on Education, not just to learn from my friends and colleagues, but to reconnect with all of you. This year, it will be different because we will be coming together virtually. And while that is not what we're used to, I'm grateful that we'll still have that opportunity, because now more than ever, we need to continue to draw strength from one another during these challenging times and reflect on how truly fortunate we are to serve as superintendents in our nation's public schools. So I hope that you are all staying safe and strong and healthy, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.
Don't forget you can catch up on all the program goings-on by logging on to Conference Daily Online, AASA's award-winning digital publication that will carry 3 issues of coverage, which will include award winners, AASA presidential candidates, and blog postings by 4 AASA members, and a lot more. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you at the conference. Most of all, be well, stay safe.